welcome to another episode of Let's Play Titan Quest Season 4. We are here on episode number 7 of this series. Do appreciate everybody who has come out. I hope that your guys' time zone, whatever your guys' time zone is most wunderbar. So, on the agenda for today, we are going to be making our push towards the Valley of the Kings and getting, hopefully, the fun times of doing getting stuff in Egypt done. Yes, getting the Telkine defeated. There we go. My canopy was having a momentary moment. And so yes, we are going to be having fun doing that stuff and making some other things happen in that regard as well. So hopefully we can make it to where we at least hopefully get to the Valley of the Kings and hopefully get the Telkine beaten. That is the Hope Slant plan. So and getting the thing done. So yay! So I have gotten some stuff, of course, processed from our loot stuffs and all that. Also of note, as of this week, there is the publisher sale for THQ Nordic. So, for those of you on Steam, of course, this week's deal is with the THQ lineup. So, make sure to go ahead and wander on over to the THQ store page on Steam and check out stuff there. I've seen like Titan Quest 2 is there, TQ1 should be there. Don't have to worry about all that for either game because of course we got both. So speaking of TQ2, took a look see got paid this past week and took a look see at my finances. I'm going to err just because erring on the side of caution because of course don't want to have any potential issues financially, but I technically have the money to get stuff I want, but I'm going to give myself just that little extra buffer because you never know if I might be able to find myself, yes, it'll be more expensive, potentially could be more expensive, get myself a better deal, but if that slightly better deal, for example, gets me, a better thing on equipment, new CPU, new motherboard, new RAM, new whatever,
and secure.
It would be far more convenient to make that slightly better, get that slightly better deal. I know at the same time I could be missing out, and so it's something I'm gonna have to live with. So as said, we will push our way along to the Telkine. We'll head over to the Valley of the Kings. Last time we did get ourselves in a little Electrum Orbi, and all that. So road on us. Yeah, I'd rather err slightly on caution. Make sure I have the money. Of all of you, you could go bye-bye. See, now that we've gotten ourselves to the point to where our masteries are maxed out in points, what we're first going to do is, obviously, next level up we'll add points here and all that, so weapon training will help us out. I know that I am not the best when it comes to getting, you know, mastery skills plugged in right away with a new character. I know it would help me in a number of ways, but if I did. But at the same time, part of me really likes being able to take the time to make sure I'm completely maxed out in levels and all that. So, hey there, Post. How's it going? Hope you're doing wunderbar. There we go. Got those guys. Two guys there taken care of. Oh, that's good. Let's see. There's that. Now, I will keep my eyes open starting probably sometime next week. Keeping an eye on the come on. Probably hopefully this week too. But more than likely next week, keeping an eye on the tech store website, seeing what CPUs, RAM, and motherboards they have. Keep an eye out for any of their deals. So as that, because of course, you know, deal can, you know, cut the expense of a new purchase down to a degree. It's not always, can't always get everything you want in that sort of case, but they may have, you know, a motherboard and CPU that I like, and I can get that with a decent amount of RAM too, because so the last number of months, it's been like the last 6 months or something like that, the price for RAM has just gone through the roof. It's absolutely, positively ridiculous. So yeah, that's gonna have to be something that I keep an eye on, is what deals might I be able to get in that regard. As I've said before, I do not necessarily need, you know, for example, you know, a $3,000 or a $3,500 or $4,000 CPU. I do not need the most cutting edge CPU. Just so long as I could get at least something reasonably decent. If I can get that, again, if I can get that something decent, you know, decently priced. I know it wasn't too protective now, was it there, you sandwing? Should I know that I've been slowly building up for some time now. Said I've wanted to leave myself a decent buffer and all that. Of course, you know, having to do Christmas gifts, we didn't do quite as much Christmas stuff for Christmas this year on Tree Family because, mostly because of me and Tree Bro not being quite as available as we would have liked for family and all that, but at least we got, you know, some stuff. You know, we're able to do some stuff, so. Roger, dude. There we go. I will smite. I have successfully smited ye. Come on, get the coffer. Ravenous Totemaic Staff. Pearl Shroud of Inertia. Waited there, Berserker. I would have come to you. Tears of Athena. I always like how they have smaller torches like that to help indicate a smaller subdivision of an area. There we go. I just want to make sure I got into that cave correctly. Said I really do want to try the forge aspect of the vault. See what sexy equipment I can make. What I'm thinking I'll do for that sort of thing is keep an eye out on stuff for what I want. I said I haven't tried it. Well, that might be something worth trying on the loot grind. worth something trying to do on the loot grind is, you know, maybe do some testing there. More organized. Yeah, just, you know, keep my eyes out probably for something, you know. I'm thinking from one of the things I do remember reading, you can, or at least looking at, you can so long as it's the same thing. So if I make something that's, if I find some, you know, want to do something that is torso armor, make some sexy torso armor. So, for example, you know, this light runed mantle right here, because it does have the 10% reduction to all requirements. So, for example, if I took, you know, something equivalent, you know, for my took, you know, something mage-like, the, you know, whatever, you know, like the battle mage mantle, and, you know, combined, you know, the 33 energy regen, 10% reduction to all requirements, I could do that, you know, combine those aspects. And I think it has to be the same type of equipment. You can't, I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think it has to be the same sort of equipment, you know. Combine mage equipment with mage equipment. Oh, Amon-Ra's glory. Yeah, but yeah, it has to be, you know, like all mage equipment, all physical equipment, etc. That sort of thing. Or, has to be, you know, whoa, gosh, trying to see the thing of brawn there is, just got me thinking back to Zeus Poseidon, the Atlantis, whatever the I think it was the second campaign, the second Atlantean campaign. Why didn't I have a little bit less brawn and a little more brain? Sort of thing. Honestly, so all I get is an energy potion, couple of coronals, but not anything else. just a sec, guys. I'm going to quickly throw up the brick screen. My curiosity is getting the better of me. Let me see here. Just a sec here. There we go. There we go. Craft custom items. All right, so let's see. Hopefully this will appear on screen. This is again the reason why I have my break screen. So yep, good. Okay, so the custom crafting system. TQ Vault AE Anniversary Edition is a dedicated crafting system that helps you create items of your dream. Here's of course the Forge UI. We have game mode, strict mode, relax mode, god mode. We have the item you want to preserve, or should I say enhance. Its base properties will be preserved. Item with a prefix, side item with a suffix, first relic or item having a relic, second relic or item having a relic, presumably monster charm as well. So, you know, this, as you can see here, yeah. Ooh, mismatched gear types, greater relative with stickers. God mode. Okay, so basically, it looks like we could have yeah. So basically, this would be I would use God mode. I would use God mode. Yeah. Yeah, it's that would be that for me, you know, would be, you know, I would go. I definitely yeah. Just a sec here, I exited out of the thing there with forgetting to keep the tab open. You know, move it back over here to my window. So yes, that should be for me. Let me make sure I get you guys those links while I'm thinking about it. Just so I can make sure that you guys can explore at your will. There is the link to the Vault main page, and then here is the link to the crafting page. So I could literally, I probably, like I said, I would want to use God mode myself. Mostly because I am the sort, having, you know, had a lot of difficulty of course, finding OP stuff. Literally being able to craft my own OP equipment and be able to go, you know, like hot knife through butter. Being able to go. Doing all that sort of thing, you know, just going. Yeah, I would just love to have OP equipment. Come on. Yeah, honestly, I would just love to have just... I wonder if I'd even be able to rename stuff, too. I would probably just go ahead and take the opportunity in the vault to...
You can't hold anymore.
Donkey dung. So, you know, this one here is a kind of a good example. It has plus 5%. This would be good for a mage character or something maybe a little bit more up our alley, being weapon, you know, being a berserker, you know, technically being able to do both mage and weapons, you know, mage and melee. There we go. Having the, you know, 7% strength, plus 143 health, plus 5% health, you know, being able to have that sort of thing. That would be, you know, that's a little bit, you know, that's sort of going up the way I'd want to go. You know, something like that. You know, look for equipment like that. And you see, you know, obviously, you know, part of me would be tempted to, you know, just go toward endgame stuff, you know, like internal embers or Atlantis or something like that. You know, Ragnarok. There we go. I was having a momentary moment there. But yeah, Ragnarok, you know, stuff like that, especially, you know, be doing like legendary stuff in that regard. But, you know, find something suitable from wherever we are in game and just craft our own stuff. And this is where potentially having you know, being able to tap into, say, an artifact or something like that. There are plenty of good artifacts that I would want.
You have no more room.
That's right. There. So since we're here, base ourselves here.
very fine crates. Keep your goods safe.
As for example, you know, the Essence of Amun-Ra's glory, and then of course the later additions to, you know, the with epic and of course legendary versions of that would be, you know, quite nice to have. So I don't think I'll worry about holding on to this because it's not really my sort of thing.
Bye.
Okay, let's see here. Blacksmith.
My weapons and armor are simply the best. Look for yourself. You will find no better. Goodbye.
You know, Imhotep is not here normally. As you know, he's lurking right up there once we've gotten the Valley of the Kings done. But we haven't gotten to that part yet now, have we? Okay. Let's get this guy right here with the young priest. Amen Hate. Nahate.
That which they call a Telkine passed through here. When it came, we all fled, for we were cowards. But our head priest, Nebkemi, stood before the dread sorcerer. With his staff high and his arm outstretched, he fought it. Only the terrible Telkine turned Nebkemi's spells back upon him. Our brave head priest was changed, utterly transformed. He is one of them now. Nebkemi's courage stemmed from his staff, which bears great magical powers. Woe to any who find him. First, my heart filled with joy to see our high priest stand up to the Telkine. But when his own magic turned him into a monster, it was more horrible than anything I've ever seen. I don't know where Nebkemi went after the attack. He followed the Telkine toward the Valley of the Kings.
Well, he's feeling the call of the Telkine, of course, and obviously would follow his new master's source of power. So yes, come on, Tree, do the exploring. Now this would be one that, you know, for a lower rated piece of equipment I would want to have. It's something like I'm wearing right now to have the 2.5 health regen per second and 53% health regen, you know, for forging something in the vault. Sets the trail right there. Nothing out of that bone pile, as is sort of a thing. Into this tomb thingy. As I've said before, you know, when we got to play Pharaoh New Era, part of me really wished that Driscoll and Dotemu had been able to make arrangements to have insert some new campaign stuff, but of course, that didn't happen. Mind Raker, you will become Dead Raker. Oh, whoa, 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 we got something sexy looking. Yeah. Hate everybody ganging up on me like that. Helps. I was hoping I'd be able to take care of that Joker. Jerky McJerk skeleton. Jerky McJerk skelly. On you. Oh, hello. Hello. Heck is a, oh, hello. What the heck is a merchant now doing up over here? Look at that. He's just standing up there. I mean, a caravan driver. I don't know why it's a merchant. Brain said merchant, even though it was quite obviously a caravan driver. Come here, Spirit Lich, and you dead. You did there, Mr. Shade. Oh. I am not sure if I have any of the set. I am not sure if I do. Shout of the Night. Looks like it's my guess would be Chaos Bane is some kind of probably axe or sword. Garb of the Scorpion King would probably be torso armor. Silent Runners, of course, that's going to be foot armor. And then Shroud of the Night, obviously what we got is obviously head armor. See? You see? Time's going and exploring the itty-bitty nooks and crannies of the game can get a decent chunk of
I
loot.
could store goods for you.
Yeah, that is the sort of thing that makes me go, oh, yes.
Potions. Buy or leave. Don't dawdle.
Let's see what rings you got here, dude. Some necklaces.
All right then.
My armor is doubly reinforced with a lifetime guarantee.
That one's kind of interesting.
Thank you. See, we wouldn't have found that.
So that's part of the reason why, of course, I also do the loot grind, is because there are times where just doing things the hard way, you can get, helps me think. Helps me think. Yeah, knowing that right over here, you know, toward our top part of our screen here is the Temple of Hatshepsut. That would be, you know, you can see those magma beetles down there, those fire beetles wandering down there. That would be a nice thing that with A&E at least to have had in game. You know, have a that sort of thing. It makes me think of if I were to do that sort of thing. I know, as I recall, they made sure the folks at Driscoll and Interactive and .emu, they made sure to have the capability of A&E be moddable, to my recollection, and I'm not sure how I would go about creating a mod, though. I've only had a very little bit of programming experience, and what I've done has mostly been for school stuff, you know, like doing webs, you know, designing a very simple website and that sort of thing. My God. It's not that I couldn't learn how to program, it's just that I wouldn't want to learn to program and do one little arc of thing, you know. All the baddies knocked out here before we go diving canopy first here into the to the thing here. Nope. Hatchet, man. Rusted hatchet there. Looked weird for a moment to my eyes. You know, having a weapon like this, you know, having something that could, you know, combine, you know, cold, lightning, and fire, you know, that would be an interesting weapon. Oh, hello. Mr. Doomed Prophet, let us make you live up to your name. Whoa, hello. Ooh. That looks very, very sexy. See? Take the higher what's it. There. Kemi, let us restore stuff. Let's head back outside. Come on. Oh, hello. I guess I could have hit the K button and let's take care of some baddies here, and then we'll put them in a sec. Go. Ah! Dum-dum! Just dum-dummed. Oh well, since we're closer, we might as well just stroll back into town and speak to the young priest.
You found Neb Kemi? Well, it is good that he rests now. Truly, these are troubling times.
Have a look. So long.
Mage goods, staffs and rings, robes of all varieties. Always a pleasure. Can I be of help? Thank you.
Sorry there, guys. I thought I was unmuted. Oh, just a second. Just a second. Thought I was muting myself for Neb Kimmy and all. Neb Kimmy's student there, and didn't unmute myself, and excuse me, but if I could. You know, it's got me thinking of how we coming up to the next area. It's called the Place of Truth, and that was, of course, the ancient Egyptian name for Deir el Medina, or what we now call Deir el Medina. And yeah, it's very and how the workers there who were employed there were called the servants of the Place of Truth. And how they the workers there, they were treated. It's not that workers elsewhere in Egypt weren't treated badly. It's in many ways they. Obviously there were going to be some people who did, unfortunately, kind of get the short end of the stick, unfortunately. But, to my knowledge, those who worked in Deir el-Medina on the tombs in the Valley of the Kings, they actually got treated, they got extra perks. So if you get to work on a super secret project, like in modern times, you kind of think about something like the Manhattan Project during World War II. Obviously, those who worked in, like for example, in Los Alamos, they got certain perks, and because obviously there was an interest in keeping talent. So what I'm thinking we're going to do, or something we will do, is before we go off again fighting against the Telkine, Claw, is we'll take a look, see at what we have in specialty equipment. Now that we're, especially given the fact we're up to level 31, and some of our foes are really starting to make a dent in our health and all that. So that's part of the reason why I want to go create some OP suits of, OP pieces of equipment. Because, of course, from now that we're up at a much higher level, we can look for those more higher level pieces of equipment we can use to be able to more easily take on the Telkine. Knowing that this area here has a little bit of a, what's it? one thing I'm very highly considering is seeing what equipment might imbue extra XP. I know that, for example, we have the sacrificial guys, but I'm not sure if I'd want to have the. I'd have to literally, you know, find some, have some of the stuff that you know could really help out with that. You know, the health regen on that. But if I get the right sort of stuff, if I take, you know, some of the stuff I've already made, you know, like, got some stuff, you know, with health regen on it, and combine that with what I want, could potentially really get some nice equipment. That's why I want to make sure to that before we do that, that I would make sure to, you know, create a duplicate stuff, you know, duplicate version. Try and remember to see what time is it. Just quickly double checking what time it was, but you know, maybe get maybe have it be like a specialty torso armor sort of thing, you know, or headgear. Sort of stuff. That would probably be a heck of a lot of sense, is have a torso armor. I mean, a headgear armor. And have that be the have that be a thing, you know, have the extra XP. And I wouldn't use any of the equipment that I've modified with the what's it quest, the legendary craftsmanship. I wouldn't use any of that stuff because I've already modified it with the in-game stuff. Still shows up as that having been explored, though technically this is the first time in the tomb. Ooh, majestic chest. Ooh. Ooh, we got something. Cartouche ring. Ooh. Ooh. As we are just hitting some good stuff in this episode. You see? You see? Exploring the nooks and crannies can be very beneficial. All right. Yeah. Yes. We're back up to 31k on Electrum. That's not bad. Get some of these rings moved over here. Oh, don't want the cartouche ring over there. I want to keep it in main inventory. Nope. On to the next tomb. Amenhotep the Second. No boils. Said I will. Especially for the original game here, I love your anomneses in the fact they are nothing but the equivalent of weapon fodder. Since there are no cannons yet. They're nothing but weapon fodder. See, I would love to have, something like that as, part of a regen set. We'll definitely take a look, see what equipment I can, new equipment I can sport for the battle versus the Telkine. Majestic chest. Okay. And now we do some more fat. Let's have some more fat. Oh, hello. Give me your stuff. Give me your stuff. Thank you for all your stuff. Time for battle. Time for battle. Tomb of Seti the First. Your omnises are nothing but essentially cannon fodder. Oh, hello. Hello. Come on, boys. Come on. Come on in close. And now... on all of you. I see that majestic chest. I want it. I needs the loot inside, but I hope it will be good loot. I'm hoping that it will be good loot at least. Come on. Yeah, I know you're trying to poke me there, Mr. Blade Trap. Ziz. But on both of you. On both of you. Oh! Those glitches.
Your inventory is full. You can't carry any more. I guess I can't carry anymore. To Thieves, where we will decant ourselves of loot. And go from there.
My spears are straight, my greaves are sturdy. Look for yourself.
Want more money. Let's see. Oops. Potions. Let's see what she's got. No, nothing on the green side, so not gonna worry.
So long.
Yes? Can I help you?
What you got here? Do I have any more unk suffices?
All right then.
I don't remember.
Storage? Caravan storage?
Couldn't remember if I did or not. Oh, well, I guess don't. Well, that's okay.
Your goods are safe with us.
Alright, back out to our quest point. Let us quest further. Tomb of Thuyu. Come on over, boys. Oh, another majestic chest. Hello. Of course, it makes sense. A whole bunch of shadow stalkers are protecting it. Oh, hello. Second one. It's an interesting bow right there. Give me your XP, sons. I want it. Alright, now that we're done with this side of the Valley of the Kings, we will explore the rest of the valley. Bashing some baddies along the way, of course. Come on. Oh, there you go. Hello. Your XP, please. Come on, boys. Unlike you, I don't have all eternity. As I said, when I finally get around to doing some forging stuff, I have to do some planning on what I want to do with forging stuff. probably do is more than likely do. I haven't backed up my my vault in a while. Oh, hello. So what I'll undoubtedly do before it won't be this coming Sunday, but it'll be a week from this coming Sunday when we make a return to the loot grind. Before we start the episode, or I start recording it at least. What I'll do is go through the efforts of no. Guys, try that. No, tree, move. There we go. Is I'll back up my stuff. And then take a look-see through some of my... We might do this as part of the episode itself. But go through equipment and say, okay, what do I want to make for insert OP equipment? Armor, weapons... What do I want to do to make this sort of material super OP? That way, with, any mage-based character, with a melee character, what do I want in this equipment to make it to where it's just like, it's like a little touch on the noggin with weapon, and they go, ah! And they instantly die, sort of thing. The equivalent. Or touch, and then, ah! Sort of thing, that would be a little bit amusing. Is touch, and then, ah! Like right now, these guys getting a... Now, yes, we have the curses on us, so they are able to get a certain advantage on us. That is part of the reason why, before we go facing off against the Telkine, we'll probably more than likely decant ourselves of the curses, but we will also... we will go see what we can do to get more and preferably better equipment. That might be something I'll probably do as part of the stuff is the stuff I want to have duplicated so I have multiple effects over multiple items is I'll probably get the stuff duplicated off cam. Stuff that I would want duplicated. So I would... So sweet to have some very, very, very sexy equipment, and
You have no more room. You can't carry any more. You have no more room. You can't hold any more.
trying to pick up loot. I'm trying to bash baddies. And then I'll pick up the loot. Whoop. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead here, back to Thebes. We will again, of course, decant ourselves of unnecessary loot. Pick up some fresh supplies and blah blah blah.
A question you might want to ask yourself. Am I good enough for that helm?
A better question for you is, do you have stuff I want, Mr. Merchant? That one wouldn't be too bad. Now this one, I'm gonna buy that because that is pretty darn good. I think this might be something worth holding, buying, and combining with stuff for aforementioned stuff. Let's see. Yeah, that's not the stuff I want. Not bad, not bad.
Thank you.
I don't haggle, sorry.
You're not sorry. You're an arcanist, and you want to make sure you get the most amount of money for your stuff.
Good riddance.
Oh, good riddance yourself, son.
I could store goods for you. Goodbye.
Good riddance yourself, Mr. Stupid Arcanist. Alright, back out to our stuff. That has got to be the second rudest arcanist in the game. Of course, behind the arcanist there in Delphi.
Ansel to the wise and powerful. Are you sure you should be suffering here?
Sorry, I couldn't have fun saying that, but saying that. Make sure it isn't there. Yes, I did remember. Oh, Manchester chest. Ooh. Excuse me. Draw baddies off. got something. Amensis has definitely got something on his weapon or part of his stuff that really makes him. Excuse me. Really makes him OP. Excuse me. Having my nut job is, well, a pain in the posterior. I would rather take the a little bit better pay. Stupid Kanye. Come on, Amensis. Don't be such a jerk, son. Come on, die already. Come on. Level up, level up, level up. So, let's see here. Excuse me. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Skill points. All right. Let's see. Probably here. Excuse me. Probably here as soon as we get through the next tomb, we're going to take a break. Because I, for one, could use a stretching of my roots and all that jazz. So we'll complete to the next tomb, get ourselves cleared out the area there in front of Ramses too. Part of me is wanting to go to sleep. Part of me is wanting to go to sleep. And we'll clear out this next tomb. Clear out the quote-unquote foyer area. The desert, the valley area in front of Ramses' tomb, and then we'll go to break. And then after break, we will clear that out and then go get some stuff for our battle with the Telkine. Ooh, just a chest. Ooh, yes. A royal coffer and a majestic chest. Loot. Lots of loot! Excuse me. There we go. A little bit more organized loot-wise. Yeah, this tomb right here is one of my favorites, at least for gold edition, because with my character 30 on back in the day, 15 years ago. Gosh darn, it was really that long ago. Time flies when you're having a good time or going through a lot. But stand here next to the, not too far on the steps here, in between these two dark obelisks there. I could literally stand right about right here, right up in here. Literally go do, you know, chores or run an errand or whatever, and literally have 30 on just, you know, use his various defenses to repel baddies and get experience for it. His, you know, Storm Surge, Storm Nimbus.
You can't carry anymore.
Storm Nimbus, stuff like that, and gosh darn. I mean, technically, I have this by the cell count. You know, I count. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, 7. Gosh darn it. Gosh frickin' darn it. Thieves. Let's go liberate our inventory of loot.
Please.
Excuse me, but I don't really want this. But at the same time, I want stuff, you know. Excuse me.
Goodbye.
Mage goods, staffs and rings, robes of all varieties.
Ooh! That one is good. We will take that one. Actually, I will probably get rid of that one. But we will hold on to it for the time being.
Bye.
Hold on to it for the time being, as so as that don't have to worry about losing its benefits. Okay. Let's get out of this tomb. So we'll go explore the valley foyer for Ramses' tomb, and we'll go to break because, like I said, I need to stretch my roots. Also need to go use a little trees, you know. Whew, excuse me. Brr, tree, wake up. Not the time, quite the time to be going to bed. I mean, guess you have to go to bed, but still, got a Telkine to bash. Send it to the monster afterlife. Whatever afterlife that would count as. This is come on, pick up the wraps. There we go. Yeah, this area right in here is this is what I've been calling the Ramses tomb foyer, valley foyer. So, you know, the open space before the tomb itself. Excuse me. That's to bear against our weapons, vile ichor, spectral matter. All right, guys, let's go ahead here. I'm gonna go and take a break. So yeah, everybody go ahead and stand up, stretch, get something to eat, get something to drink, use the restroom. I'll see y'all here in a few minutes. Okay, guys, tree is back. So hopefully, let's see here. Hopefully, come on. Okay, good. I had to redo my, what's it there? So, what we'll do, let's see here. I'm pulled up, let's see, 41, pulled up the vault here to hopefully, see here. Ooh. Chute of War. Would be worth it, methinks. It's within our level limits. Charteris, that's a little bit beyond what we're capable of. Tempest is a little bit beyond our stuff. I think the Ancient of War here is going to be our thing in terms of stuff. So let's yank that over there. You know, like I said, for some of the stuff, we're just slowly collecting up stuff. So, all right. Let's go ahead and here. We'll save our game. Let us proceed back here to Thebes. Just a sec here, guys. Don't know why that wants to show up. No, stop! Ah! It's wanting to, gosh darn Close window. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, that right there. Okay. So now we are,
Can I be of help?
just set all the, this set that we had just took off the Lazarus armor. Excuse me, back into stuff.
Thank you. If you're not going to buy it, don't touch it.
Nice. Buy that just for reasons. Because it might come in helpful for a mage character.
Always a pleasure.
My armor is doubly reinforced with a lifetime guarantee. Thank you.
Do you need to stow something? Your goods are safe with us.
Alright, so hopefully with this better set of armor, we will, of course, be able to now take on all the baddies with a little bit better resistance. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, of course, as I said, your Enomnuses are nothing but cannon fodder, or in this case, weapon fodder. Definitely holding up better. Of course, when something holds up better, that's always a good thing. Yeah, once we get done with the current, next week will be, what is this week? Yeah, next week we'll be going back to Midwestern Minecraft. So, after, hopefully it should be Thursday's episode because I gotta do some stuff Friday morning. There will, of course, this coming Sunday, there will not be an episode of Loot Grind. There'll still be a Midwestern Minecraft mining live stream. So a week from this coming Sunday, might as part of my relaxing sorts of stuff, might do a little bit of off-camera grinding sorts of things. And I might be able to get some stuff done and all that. Come on there. Come on. Silly hideous plasma. Might be able to get some stuff done and all that. In looting, and then so that by a week from this coming Sunday, we will have hopefully have a little bit more stuff in preparation for any potential loot grinding with. And Jerky McJerkface. What's up there? That's really OP. Winding of the Griffin. I'll hold on to that winding of the Griffin. Just so that I can have it as a thing. So I know I don't need to hold on to every single little thing. part of me is looking forward to finally being able to try out the forge feature with the vaults. To keep an eye on what stuff I collect up. Both 2 royal coffers. Both what I've already collected up and what I may be able to get in the future. Because, of course, if I could get some really good stuff, that would be a good thing to do. It's part of why I want to do some stuff off cam, probably with Ishtar. Getting some grinding there done. Slant treasure grinding with the I have to double check what I've got with her in terms of stuff. Not bad. Well, boys, give me your loot, sons. So before we go ahead here and head into the come on. Head into the actual burial chamber itself. We'll go decant ourselves with some loot. Let's see, come over here first.
Can I help you?
Give me the money. Hold on to that winding there. Hold on to that one too, even though it's not a green color. Hold on to that for the thing. Swap out 100 units of energy potions for 100 units of health, so...
Farewell.
Do you need to stow something? Your goods are safe with us. Mage goods, staffs and rings, robes of all varieties. Always a pleasure.
All right. Let's go off here. We're gonna go face Telkine. Telkine. Da-da-da-da. Ta-da! On you, Mr. Telkine. You, sir, got your posterity whipped. Yes, you did. Okay, we did a thing. Let's get treasure. Nothing green or blue or purple. Rats. I want to see what the looks like. It's some sort of armor. Let's go ahead here. We'll quickly go to the main valley portal. See if that doesn't trigger. Yes. More loot to sell. Hooray! Make us money! Alright. Let's go ahead and decant ourselves of loot.
Welcome. Farewell.
Oh.
Greetings.
I think we'll go ahead and buy the studded mace right here and replace we're going to replace this mallet of trickery with it, partly because of course it also has additional attack speed. So
So long.
where's the enchanter? There he is. It's like I knew there was an enchanter here.
What is it?
Back to this order. 100 bat fangs.
There's Imhotep.
You defeated the Telkine? Excellent. Perhaps there is hope yet. You must get to Babylon. Even now, another Telkine is assaulting that city. What is this tablet that you found? Let me take a look at it. Oh, no. I know now what these Telkine were looking for. This tablet reveals that within the Temple of Marduk, below the Hanging Gardens, rests the sickle of Kronos. This sickle was used by the Titans in the Great War and possesses the power to kill even a god. If this sickle is at the Telkine's command, oh, we are all doomed. Hurry! It is most important that you get to Babylon right away. There is no time to go by land or boat. There may be a better way. Go to the Temple of Hatshepsut, where you will find an ancient portal. The Scepter of Eternity is a key to many realms and can be used with the portal to transport you to Babylon. Place the scepter before the portal and walk through. Go with all speed. We may already be too late. You defeated the Telkine?
All right.
Excellent. Perhaps there is hope yet. You must get to Babylon. Even now, another Telkine is assaulted. There, the gates are open. Go, hero, or I fear...
Yeah. All right. Now that we've got a few additional skill points at our command. This additional weapon is, of course, helping us out. Buying all that stuff and decanting stuff just really took a bite out of our budget. Really just took a big bite out of our financial reserves. Part of the reason why I decided it's better to... Ooh, reps of virility. Ooh. Interesting. If we get to Babylon, that'll be a good... we'll make that our thing, is let's get to Babylon. Getting to Babylon will be a good stopping point. It'll be the start of the next campaign and a good orientation point. Hello. Come on, train. Stupid sand Dune Raider. You know, coming back here, I'm not sure if I've discussed this before, but I've always liked to think of these little obsidian projections that appear in various parts of the game, you know, at least in the original game here, as the embodiment of Typhon. Is you know, his chaos, despite the fact that at this point in the game still he is technically entombed under Wuso Mountain, although we don't know that as a character yet, but because of course we played the game before. I've always liked to, you know, you hear the whispering, the ethereal whispering as part of the sound effects. For anyone who, of course, has played the game and listened, it is very ethereal, and it's part of me is the Telkine's whispering and Typhon whispering to the baddies in the areas, just go create chaos, mayhem, disorder, discord. It's his whispering, to the world, to the monsters, to go cause this stuff. Like I said, that's just my impressions slant my take. For many religions, the god or god's presence is literally everywhere. Their presence is literally everywhere. And, that is, with, of course, Typhon being the enemy, it's a visual, an acoustic representation of his stuff, his influence. Excuse me, but it felt good. Part of me is thinking for the new equipment I want to do, I might do a preliminary backup of of stuff. The vault. Ooh, hello. I might do a preliminary backup of the vaults and try a little bit of a testing to make sure that I get at least try to understand the stuff correctly. I can do that to baddies. to them. Yep, got all that stuff freaking organized. Finally. Okay. Rebirth fountain activated. Was a wunderbar thing to have a rebirth fountain. Rebirth fountain. Stop stumbling over your words, tree. Enunciate. It is always good to have a rebirth fountain in proximal status to current operational areas. Level up, level up, level up. We'll take care of the leveling up here in a moment. Couldn't I have a little less brawn and a little more brain? I can't help but quote Zeus Poseidon. Dum-dum tree, you've leveled up. We'll help our excuse me, our stuff out. Just quickly checking the time to make sure that I keep myself going so that we can get so that I can keep myself going so that I can get to bed so I can go to work, of course. Ooh. That'd be worth holding as a weapon. Or weapon. I'm definitely feeling tired. It's part of the reason why I didn't do streaming yesterday, is trying to get more sleep, and just was feeling blah. Just once again to set the wrong alarm, and I was like, well, I set the wrong alarm, but at least I got more sleep, so. Guess that helped, might get my stuff done, at work last night, so. I'll hold on to that. Gonna love it when baddies are able to do some serious damage to you. They don't even have specialty weapons, you know, yellow, gold weapons, or green weapons. That's part of their skills there. Powerful there, Mr. Sand Wraith Lord. I'll show you who's boss, son! There we go. Thank you, Sandras, for the follow. Welcome to the Tree Grove. Ah, we got a formula. So, what was that? Song of the Serpent. Let's go ahead and
Your inventory is full.
carry
anymore. You can't hold anymore.
hate when that happens. happens. Or I shouldn't say hate. Dislike. How about that? Dislike. Let's get that right there. Okay. I want a portal in this location. I'm gonna go decant myself with some loot before I head over to the Orient.
The bows, I must tell you, nearly fire themselves.
Yeah, I won't worry about that. So, let's see that. I'll hold on to that. It's not worth it. Yeah. Ooh. I think I'll just sell that. Bad.
Thank you. Can I be of help?
Those into inventory for transfer. Oh, let's see.
I don't haggle, sorry. All right then.
All right. Let's see here. Oh, that's not too bad. All right. Let's go ahead here. We're gonna head over here to Babylon. Gardens of Babylon. Portal. Quickly, do that.
By Inanna! I thought the portals were a myth. How did you get it to work? But never mind that right now. You say that Imhotep sent you? It is good to hear the Order is still fighting in the land of the Pharaohs. I just hope you're in time. A Telkine is forcing his way into the sacred chamber in the Temple of Marduk. It was guarded by the Order of Prometheus, and we have all but lost the battle. Hurry, warrior. You must stop him from breaching the sealed chamber. There is no time to spare. The Temple of Marduk lies atop the Hanging Gardens. Let us hope the Telkine has not reached the
Well, that would be the hope. At least in theory, that would be the hope. So yeah, guys, we're gonna go ahead here and go ahead and call it a stream. So So let me see here, guys. Who is live? Who is live? Who is live? Do appreciate everybody who has come out. For those of you watching over on here on Twitch at twitch.tv/OsageOrange, please remember to go ahead and hit that follow button. If you are watching over on the YouTubes at youtube.com/OsageOrange Gaming, please remember to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon for notifications. It really does help. So, ooh, hello. I think I see somebody we haven't been able to raid in quite some time. Let me make sure. Oh, good. He hasn't been raiding. We could go raid somebody who hasn't been streaming for too long. There we go. We're going to go say hi to Ludi over at twitch.tv/Ludi, better known in some circles as Ludicolo, or it's Ludicolo. So go and select our raid message, which is the tree growth is alright to bring you shade and water. It's our standard raid call. Please wait for me to post first. I want a nice strong raid behind me. Because, of course, I mentioned earlier, got some stuff on Friday, so we should hopefully have, on Thursday, a episode of, our bookmarker episode for the time being, of Let's Play Titan Quest Season 4. Which will be continuing, of course, our adventures into the Orient. Then hopefully on Saturday, we will be having City Building Saturdays in Pharaoh Cleopatra. Keep the Egypt theme going for at least a little bit. Hopefully, I'm not sure, Grand Strategy Sundays. I know it's a perpetual promise. IRL is, of course, sucky stuff. So hopefully, maybe, Grand Strategy Sundays. More than definitely likely, we should have another episode of a Midwestern Minecraft mining live stream, doing stuff there. So, let's go ahead here, guys, and let's get this. Make sure I spell this right. We're gonna go ahead and get this raid party started. As appreciates everybody who has come out, and I hope to catch y'all in the next episode. Ta-ta for now.